Happy hump day, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army. Maddie here with you on our new channel, Altcoin Buzz News. Be sure to like and subscribe if you've not already. And today was kind of weird the way it was shaping out because, of course, we had new all-time highs with Dogecoin, which is down a little bit off of that mark right now. But then after some initial positivity in price action, we saw a pretty sharp retracement. Now we're back up. Like as I sit down to record right now, we're on the upswing yet again. In fact, the total cryptocurrency market cap is in new all-time high territory itself. We're up 6.5% overall on the day, now $2.444 trillion. That's $2 trillion, now $442 billion, which is great to see. We have a lot of winners right now in the space. Bitcoin seems to be rebounding as well. It's up above 57K. Ethereum is kind of consolidating just below those recent all-time highs, which it's set. We're happy to see that. Binance Coin, basically new all-time high territory. Dogecoin, certainly new all-time high territory. We'll take a look at that in just a second. And we're also seeing some terrific performance out of LITECOIN, whose price right now, as you can see, $348.96. That is up nearly 18% on the day. And as of right now, the all-time high still sits at $360.66. That was set over 3 years ago. We're just 3% off of that mark right now. And based on the way things are consolidating, I suspect that if not by the time you're watching this, then later today, we probably should see a new all-time high for LITECOIN, which is something that, of course, we're very excited about. I've been an LTC bag holder, candidly, for a long time. In fact, I bought LITECOIN when it was on its way up to its previous all-time high. I bought at the top. I bought on the way down. I bought recently. LITECOIN for me is just one of those perennials. It's around on all the exchanges. It has a lot of value. It's quick. It's cheap. I'm a big fan of LITECOIN, but really we have to pay homage to the fact that at least for today, whether we like it or not, the star of the show once again is Dogecoin. Doge, the doggy coin, up, check this out, 136.9% on the week, slightly down in this last hour, but even despite that, up 25.5% on the day. Last time we checked into Dogecoin, I think it was in the 59 cents, I believe, in yesterday's video at the peak. Right now, 64.38 cents with an all-time high that was actually even a little bit higher earlier. So about 9 hours ago, Dogecoin hit just under 69 cents here, according to CoinGecko metrics, 68.6 cents. All of this really, it's hard to say actually what is causing all this. My suspicion is that it's just a lot of FOMO right now. A lot of the rest of crypto is kind of moving, and Dogecoin has, for mimetic purposes, like it or not, has developed this almost like cult-like following of people that are willing to finance it in a big way. Of course, Elon Musk is going to be appearing on SNL, so he will be Saturday Night Live's host coming up this weekend. I think there's kind of some unspoken build-up and anticipation. Look, this is not financial advice, but I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of creep up near or below $1, kind of in line, in sync with that SNL performance. And then we see a rapid sell-off, because this to me is still kind of a joke. There's nothing that's really substantiating it. Look, if you benefited from Dogecoin, if you made a lot of money, then that's terrific. I'm happy for you. But right now, Dogecoin is in fourth place. It's at $83.6 billion total market cap. And putting that into context, Binance Coin is $100 billion total market cap. Now, I don't want to sound too biased here, but what I don't like about that setup is the fact that Binance Coin has an ecosystem. They have Binance Smart Chain. They have the best exchange in the world. In my opinion, they have all kinds of trading functionality and different products and launch pads and future plans and tokenization initiatives. What really does Dogecoin have? It's not, I think, a good look for us to be constantly championing institutional adoption and banking adaptation and all of these new markets and all of these new possibilities and Internet of Value. And, we're talking more specifically about Ethereum and store of value and surpassing $10 trillion, which is gold's market cap when it comes to Bitcoin. I don't think it's a good look to be talking about all of these things. And then all of a sudden, Dogecoin, which is at the end of the day a meme coin, a joke, it does have functionality, but it has functionality that's not really any better than Bitcoin. I don't think it's a good look for Dogecoin now to be the number 4th cryptocurrency in this space. Personally speaking, that's just my point of view. It's kind of reminiscent of not the scams. I'm not saying that Dogecoin is a scam, but it's reminiscent of kind of the ICO hype that we saw a few years ago back in 2017 for those that were around and may have been a part of that. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence when it comes to Dogecoin. I don't have any Doge. I probably held, I don't even know what the number was. I probably held a couple 100,000 Doge back in like 2018. I sold them off on probably like a 20% run up or whatever. So yeah, maybe I'm just jaded and bitter. I kind of wish I had those now. That would be worth 6 figures or more. But, I'm okay with that. I see Dogecoin as being probably around for the long haul. Like once it's this size, who knows? There's other companies accepting it. There's all kinds of firms and even nightclubs and whatnot that are accepting Dogecoin. So whether you like it or not, I think it has established itself. And to give you some context, actually, on that point, we'll talk about some of these analyses here. You can check this one out here on Cointelegraph.com. Another 50% daily gain for Dogecoin confirms alt season, according to this artist, according to this author, Jordan Finiseth. So you can get his take on the issue. But as far as that context that I was talking about a moment ago, Dogecoin now versus Dogecoin just a few years ago, check this out. The Dogecoin creator sold all of his coins in 2015 to buy a Honda Civic. And Dogecoin is suddenly now bigger than Honda. Dogecoin has exploded. Yes, that's the statement to define the recent surge of the cryptocurrency. Dogecoin is also bigger than things like the Ford Motor Company. It's bigger than BMW, actually. That was what I heard a little bit earlier this morning when it was closer to that all-time high. But what value is it bringing to the space other than internet meme fuel? What value is it really bringing? I don't necessarily see things ending well for Doge. I guess that's kind of what I'm coming to here. And look, if you're benefiting from Doge, if you're making a lot of money, great. Not financial advice, but I don't really see Doge's potential being really much beyond $1. I think we can hit $1 because now it just seems like it's inevitable just based on the way people are talking about it. We're effectively 68, 69% of the way there. So can we get to $1? Probably. But beyond that, I think things are going to get violent. Look, I regret not getting into Doge. For those that did, kudos to you. But personally, I wouldn't get into it at this point. Just my point of view, not financial advice ever. Let's move on to some other positive news here at the level of mass adoption, at the level of institutions warming up to cryptocurrency. We have the New York Giants here, the NFL team that is. So they just announced a major partnership with Grayscale Investments, and Grayscale is thus now the first cryptocurrency partner of the NFL. We're seeing more and more about athletes that are asking to be paid in Bitcoin. Russell Okung started that trend, but I think he's really opened Pandora's box now because you have all kinds of different athletes, several in the NFL, but also others across different franchises, right? Across different sports that are now also following Russell's lead. So he's been a trailblazer in that space. And then kind of on the business side of things, on the administrative side of things, official partnerships with the NFL. That's great for Grayscale. It's also great for the NFL. I think they're going to benefit tremendously. Uniswap is another project that, first of all, we highlighted back on the Altcoin Buzz channel as being a top 5 pick for May. Reason being is that DeFi is exploding, right? The price of Ethereum is exploding. The DeFi ecosystem that Ethereum supports is exploding. And Uniswap is, I think, arguably the best, the leader in the space. Some would suggest that there's some better alternatives out there. But Uniswap, I think, irrefutably among the leaders in the DeFi space. Uni is now up 5.8% on the day, comfortably above $44 right now. It's near that all-time high territory, which was set just 2 days ago, $44.92. If you've not checked out that particular video that I'm talking about on the Altcoin Buzz channel, do so above. We cover why we feel Uniswap has a very bright near-term and medium-term future. We also cover 4 other projects that we are particularly excited about for various reasons. You'll have to check out the video as to why. But you can take a look at this piece here, which is related to that coverage, to that content of the video on Cointelegraph.com. Will the launch of Uniswap V3 spark a new DeFi boom? It's starting to look that way. So with Uniswap's TVL, that's total value locked, having grown from, get this, 13.7 million to $8.5 billion. That's nearly a 1,000-fold increase. That happened since launching version 2. Some onlookers believe that the decentralized exchange's version 3 or V3 launch could spark the next DeFi rally. It's very possible. Go back and check our previous coverage for our opinion on that. We also have this news out of XFai. So XFai Farming is now welcoming XFIT holders via manual LP addition. So XFi is enthusiastic to announce that XFIT token holders can now earn triple-digit APR by participating directly in the XFi farming interface. The new addition welcomes those who may be holding XFIT, the token, as a result of trading on Uniswap, and are looking to increase their profit in a lesser risk, steady manner. This development is expected to positively impact both the current farmers of the XFIT holders and the TVL as the TVL increases to support sustainable growth of XFIT tokens. If this applies to you, I'm sure it applies to some of you out there in the altcoin buzz army. Take a look at this article. We will link to it in the description below. Yesterday, we covered Secret Network. We covered the fact that big things are brewing and big things are coming. They have this update, which actually was released on the 4th of May, but shortly after the time of my recording of yesterday's video. New, the secret BSC Binance Smart Chain Bridge has launched on testnet. Our latest bridge brings programmable privacy to Binance Smart Chain assets. Learn how to test the bridge and what's next for Secret and Secret Swap as we continue building our data privacy and liquidity hub. That's a big development for Secret. Their Binance Smart Chain Bridge is now live on testnet. You can check it out. You can also read more about it here on SCRT.network. So this is big news combined with the fact that yesterday, don't forget, we covered this new funding development, I guess you could say. They were receiving from kind of a few different backers, the equivalent of $11.5 million in SCRT investments. People that believe in the project, believe that it's going somewhere. Clearly, Binance Smart Chain also does. The folks over at Binance, Changpeng Zhao and company. Very good news. Cartesi here is in the news. CTSI, iExec RLC, Mirror Protocol, MAR, and Teller, TRB, are launching on Coinbase Pro. So in case you've seen some of these projects take off, in case you've seen some price action that you can't otherwise account for, this is very much the reason why. Cartesi especially, we're excited about all of these, but Cartesi we feel is a project that is deserving of this renewed phase of attention that it's getting. We are pretty impressed by what Cartesi is doing. We have all kinds of previous coverage when it comes to this project. You can check that out. But kudos to all of these, not only Cartesi, but to all of these projects which are launching on Coinbase Pro. That is big news. DAFI protocol is in the news, another favorite, I would say, or what is becoming increasingly a favorite for you all members of the altcoin buzz army, and with good reason. A super interesting article about our recent Reef partnership. The DAFI protocol will create DREEF rewards to better incentivize users staking Reef tokens. Switch to DAFI. Why not? And this is being covered by none other than Yahoo Finance here. DAFI protocol announces partnership with Reef Finance to integrate synthetic token for rewards. And finally, in the news today, we have Terra Virtua, which is now launching the world's first NFT-only graphic novel. You think of NFTs and you think of, CryptoPunks, you think of Beeple. There's no reason why NFTs can't also tackle other, forms of media, such as graphic novels. So here's the first such example. You can read more about this on blog.terravirtua.com. We're excited about this, partially because we just interviewed a major part of the Terra Virtua ecosystem. So here you have this video. Actually, Leia released this video yesterday on the Altcoin Buzz channel. Banker turned artist has revealed her NFT on Terra Virtua. The worlds of art and NFTs continue to collide with the latest work from Amrita Sethi, who's doing some really cool work in terms of visualizing audio waveforms and kind of interpreting that artistically. She's turning her work into NFTs. She's been artistic for the longest time, in fact, her whole life. If you check out the video, you get her take on that. And now realizing that there's been this phase in her life that's kind of gravitated toward digital art, increasingly now NFT art. So the next step in terms of digital art is non-fungible token art, of course. She's partnering with Terra Virtua, who, at least in our opinion, are very much leaders in this space. They have a lot of very unique and innovative ideas when it comes to NFTs. Let's put it that way. We feel their future is very bright. So there you have it, guys. Let me know how you feel about Dogecoin. I didn't want to sound too controversial there. I mean, of course, if you're benefiting from these gains, then kudos. Congratulations. You have strong hands. You deserve all of the gains that you're currently experiencing. But I don't know. Where do you think that leaves the crypto space in a few years? Right? We're on this path right now. We're trying to legitimize ourselves. We're trying to be credible, and I'm not sure that a big, Dogecoin boom and bust cycle is going to help that cause. Just kind of thinking out loud here, but those are my concerns. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. As always, guys, make sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels. Our website, altcoinbuzz.io, is where you're going to find all the latest, so make sure you keep checking back into the URL. None of this is financial advice, you guys know that, but I do wish you luck if you choose to invest. First and foremost, on this hump day, stay safe, everybody. Have a great midweek. And as always, we hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.